In this video, I'll go ahead and show off the oven itself, some of the presets that we have going on, and we'll go ahead and bake off a thin and crispy pizza, which is one of my favorite styles to make in this oven. My name is Idris Flaxa, and I'm an Ooni ambassador, and I've had this oven for almost 3 months now. Prior to receiving this oven, my favorite oven was the original Ooni Volt because of its ability to cook indoors, the precise temperature control from top and bottom, and because of how smart the oven is. But this oven brings a whole new set of smarts, or should I say intelligence, into the mix. We'll talk about that later. But for now, let's talk about this beautiful body. It is so sleek in design. For starters, it is much sleeker in design and smaller than the original Ooni Volt. It no longer looks like the original Coda, which the Ooni Volt kind of looked like, which to me, I think I like because it's a completely different product. It's not something that can go outdoors. It is designed for indoor use only. This right here, this viewing glass is so sexy, especially paired with that super bright light, making it super easy to check on your pizza and make sure that it's not burnt. On the note of size, it's actually 33% smaller than the original Ooni Volt, but it does have the same 13-inch cooking surface. And here's a secret that Ooni doesn't want to tell you, I actually fit a 10 by 14 pan in there pretty easily. Whereas the Ooni Volt originally couldn't do that. One of the things I love most about this oven is the top and bottom heating elements. The heating elements go from front to back and are coil shaped, ensuring that you have excellent coverage for your pizza. So this oven is about 21.4 inches deep, 17.4 inches wide, and about 10.3 inches tall, or 543 by 441 by 262 millimeters. Thank ChatGPT for that one. The viewing window is 14 inches by 3.7 inches. Large. And the weight of this thing? Just around 40 pounds. Much lighter than most of the Ooni ovens out there. Thank goodness. Now, before we get into the presets, I want to introduce you to the wire rack that this oven actually comes with. For me, I've been using it to land my pizzas, but you can also do something super cool, and you can sort of treat it like a screen for your pizzas if you want to elevate it closer to the top burner or get it away from the stone in case you're running a little too hot on the bottom, which is totally possible and happens all the time. It's okay. It just means your pizza's a little bit more crispy. Speaking of crispy bottoms, this oven comes with some crazy new features that I want to talk about. But I'm not going to dive too deep into them because I've actually partnered up with Ooni to go ahead and shoot some of these videos, and they're going to dive into them pretty hard. But I'll go ahead and give you a brief overview. Starting with one of the coolest new features on this thing, the dough proofing setting. You can just press the proof button and it'll start to turn on just a little bit of hot temperature to get your little dough babies nice and ready. I've been using this for pizza that's just coming right out of the fridge to proof up some pan pizzas and for defrosting frozen dough balls. That is one of the biggest game changers for me, especially having the combo with the Ooni Halo Pro spiral mixer and this bad boy. Going to the right, we have the pan pizza mode, which is perfect for your Detroit, Sicilians, grandmas, all of that stuff. Pan pizza mode is going to take the oven to around 530 degrees. And what's going to happen is the oven's going to go ahead and be pretty balanced between the top and bottom elements. This oven also has a thin and crispy setting, allowing you to make some nice New York round pies. The thin and crispy setting starts at around 660 degrees, which is where we're at now. And then finally, the Neapolitan setting, which goes up to about 850 degrees. The biggest takeaway that I want to let you all know about the presets is the presets tell you what range you're gonna be within. You can tap the preset, you can change the temperature within the preset to go higher or lower. But for example, the range for the thin and crispy is 570 to about 700. After that, you can't go any higher. If you want to go higher than 700, you're gonna have to go on to the Neapolitan preset. There's other buttons here like the oven mode and the broil mode. The oven mode is like you're cooking something in your conventional oven, so if you want to stay in the lower temperature settings, you can do that. The grill mode or the broil mode, the little top setting, only turns on the top setting, and 1 and 2 are custom presets that allow you to say, hey, I like my thin and crispy at around 700 degrees with a crisping setting of about 5. Let's go ahead and save that, lock it in, and then I'll use it for next time. By the way, what's crisping setting? Right here, this little top function right here. Once you're on thin and crispy mode, if you hit crisping, it's going to be automatically set to 3, but if you want a darker or a lighter top, you can adjust it as needed. Your settings are from 1 through 5. And then the final button here is a timer. Of course, you can just set the time of your bake. Pretty intuitive. Again, I'm gonna be doing a deeper dive on these presets on the Ooni YouTube channel, so go ahead and subscribe to them to get notified when that's out. Before we get into the pizza bake-off, I just wanna briefly talk about pizza intelligence, but one of the things about this smart electric indoor pizza oven is, of course, the technology that goes in it. And what that technology does is something called pizza intelligence. I'm not gonna pretend to know everything about pizza intelligence, but what I will say is the oven is constantly monitoring your bake and adjusting the temperatures up and down as needed based on what pizza you put in there. So you're gonna notice some fluctuation of the oven once you land the pizza, and it's gonna move up and down as needed depending on the bake. And that in a nutshell is pizza intelligence. Pretty cool. Now let's go ahead and bake off a thin and crispy pizza. So who is this oven for? Honestly, if you're looking for the latest and greatest, obviously this is for you. But if you're just someone who's looking to make the best possible pizza inside the comfort of your own home, this is definitely it. The Ooni Volt was my favorite pizza oven up until this one was released. I knew that having control of the top and bottom heating elements was key to nailing a solid bake. And I honestly think that's the reason why I gravitate towards the electric pizza ovens. The reality is you can make a great pizza in all ovens, but if you are looking to cook inside the comfort of your own home, this is the way to do it. Not to mention, it is priced super competitively. At its release, it's priced at $699. You honestly can't beat that. So if you're looking to get yours, use the affiliate link in the show notes. It greatly helps the channel. I'm open for questions in the comments. Let me know what you think about this oven. Till next time, peace. And here you can see the steam vent. Tastes like dough.